J-Real. J-Real. ¿Qué pasa, people? Welcome back again to the Average Joe Sports Talk Show. I'm your host, J-Real, and we're really excited because the week's just starting up and we want to pop off this show right, so we're going to go ahead and jump into March Madness. That's right, we're going to talk NCAA basketball. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you a close-up because this is no bull. Before the tournament started, this was my Final Four pick. Can you get a good look at that? You see it close? Okay, take a look at that. Let me get my camera person there to zoom in a little bit so they can get a good shot of the Sweet 16 Final Four picks. No, zooming in doesn't work? That's all right. Go ahead and zoom out and I'll go ahead and explain it. All right, my top Final Four picks are still in the mix. I had Louisville, I had Ohio State, I had Florida, and I had Miami making the Final Four, and yes, they are still in the running. Now, my bracket did get mixed up a little bit. Gonzaga messed it up by losing. That's all right. I didn't have them going past Sweet 16 anyway, so no big deal. The surprise of this year's tournament, though, was Florida Gulf Coast beating out, that's right, Georgetown. Who would have knew? Anyone saying that they picked that game, you either can tell the future or you're a miracle worker, whatever you want to call it. No one expected Georgetown to get beat, but they did. So, how does that affect the brackets? No 15-seed team has ever made it to the Sweet 16. So these guys in Florida Gulf Coast, they're just rolling along. Now, why is this the case? I do believe they have seniors and juniors on that team that have been with the team more than the one and dones. That is the big topic right now in college basketball, is how it's impacting these schools with all these one and dones. These guys come into the league, they think they're superstars right away, and they bounce after 1 year to be top 5, top 10 picks in the NBA. Florida Gulf Coast guys, I believe they have majority juniors and seniors, and they know how to play ball. They have transition, they have the experience, and they are a team. They are playing as a team, and they went through Georgetown, and now they're in the Sweet 16. So really cool. Now to break down the rest of the bracket, for myself anyway, I have Louisville going against Ohio State in the Final Four, with Ohio State moving on. I also have Florida and Miami playing on their side, and I have Miami moving on. So I have Ohio State and Miami in the championship game, with Ohio State with a narrow win, winning the whole shenanigans, the whole shebang. So that's my March Madness bracket. Still looks pretty good, still looks intact. Happy about that. So we'll just have to watch throughout this next week. On Friday's show, we'll wrap up March Madness, see if the picks are continually going well for me, and see how your picks are going. If you would like to discuss your bracket, have any questions, or have any teams you'd like to discuss, because there were some amazing losses. I could not believe that K-State blew it. I mean, how does K-State lose? Like, first round, how did they lose? It's just amazing. You had K-State losing, you had Gonzaga losing, and I mean, the list can go on and on with these main teams that should not be losing but did lose. So UCLA got beat out. Just unbelievable. So if you have any issues with your bracket you'd like to discuss, leave comments, leave feedback, or go on to our Facebook at the Average Joe Sports Talk Show. That's right, we have our own new Facebook, and leave comments or have any questions, or we'll call you, talk to you, whatever. All right, we're going to take a really quick break. When we get back from break, we're going to jump right into the NFL. So don't go anywhere. We have a lot of show. See you soon.
my demon master resides within this hell vault. I cannot shatter it outright, but I can cast a spell that will make an unwitting fool the agent of its destruction. Such as, well, yeah, you, Kappa. Save this shiny rock, or save the lives of your fellow warriors. How predictable. Grizzlebrand, the demon I seek to remove my curse. With Avison restored, my interests now lie elsewhere.
Legions of angels have been given a renewed sense of purpose, and clearly strength is returning to our people. Archmages are again wielding their divine power. Once fearsome predators are now subservient guardians. And this reign of darkness will end.
All right, folks, welcome back from the break. We hope you're enjoying those commercials. Thank you again, Thurston Scott. Does all the video work for us, and we're hoping to see some new stuff soon from him. Right now, we're going to go ahead and we're just going to jump into the NFL. Now, if you all remember, and if you don't, I'm going to explain a little bit about Dumervil from Denver. Okay, the guy had a huge contract signed as a rookie, I believe in 2008, maybe 6. Well, he signed a $30 million deal for over that term. Well, when his contract started to come up, they wanted to renegotiate that, cut it down from $12 million a year to $8 million a year. Now, Dumervil's reportedly really struggled with this, but he wanted to stay in Denver, so he finally agreed to the deal. His agent supposedly was working on sending over the paperwork by fax because they had a deadline, and the deadline was not met. That's right. His contract was never finalized. It was never renegotiated with his signature. So as the deadline hit, if Denver did not release Dumervil, they would have had to have paid him his $12 million salary for next season. So the only option Denver had to do, and their executives, was to cut Dumervil. Now, they cut him. Dumervil's upset, supposedly fires his agent over this whole thing, and now they're renegotiating contracts again. But, hold up, hold the farm here. Ravens jump in, and guess what? He has signed a 3-year deal with the Ravens. That is correct. He has signed this deal. He is no longer going to be a Denver Bronco. He is going to be a Raven. He will be filling in for the retiring linebacker Ray Lewis. Now, this is a 5-year deal, not a 3-year deal. So 5 years, he will be in the purple and white with the black trim. He will be a Raven. Kind of shocking there, but not really. They have to do something because their defense was just decimated with trades and releases and cuts and everything else. This is a big move for the Ravens. This should really help them beef up a little bit from all the losses, but they still have a lot of room to go here to make a push for next Super Bowl next year. Now, also, Ed Reed, we already knew that he was signing with the Texans. We just didn't know all the facts about the deal. Well, here it is. He has signed a 3-year deal worth an estimated $15 million, with $5 million of that guaranteed. So, Ed Reed is going to be set up for a while. He should really make the Texans better. But as we stated before, they're always underachievers, and I expect them to do the same this year, even with Ed Reed. So there's a couple of updates on the NFL, and we're really excited because the draft's right around the corner. We're going to have to talk about that coming up. But let's switch gears here, and something that I'm really happy, and I'm sure a lot of people are excited and happy about, is Tiger Woods. This last weekend at the Arnold Palmer Invitation, he won again. That's right. He had a 2 under 70 score and a 13 under par. This guy's playing out of his mind. He's if you want to say it, he's back. He's back. The guy is back, and not only can we say that because he's winning tournaments, but as of today, and it hasn't been since October of 2010, Tiger Woods is ranked #1 in the world again. About time. This guy is good for golf. No matter what he does on his private stuff, which, you can hate it or whatever, this guy, when it comes to golf needs him because people love to watch Tiger Woods play. Now, I'm not saying that the PGA still doesn't do well when Tiger isn't doing well, but just watch out. Watch how things go for the PGA over the next 6 to 12 months, with Tiger Woods being ranked #1. Watch how their TV ratings soar. Watch how even just the general public that go to these events, it's going to go up. Everything is going to go up with Tiger Woods ranked #1 and Tiger Woods winning. Now, who did he beat out? Justin Rose. He held him off. There was a delay because of rain or because of weather, inclement weather, but he came back and still held off Justin Rose to have that 3-stroke victory over him. These guys, everyone's playing out of their mind, and Tiger Woods is out golfing them. So it's good to see Tiger Woods back. It's good to see Tiger Woods #1 again, and he's going to break the record. He will break the record for tournament wins. It's just going to be a matter of when and how many more tournaments does he have to go through to accomplish that feat. We're all going to be excited. We're all going to be watching. So great job for Tiger Woods. We are going to wrap up this show. The NFL is, of course, always the big topic, but right now, with the Heat, everyone's just going on about the Heat. They're still on their streak. I believe it's like a 28 game now. This is what here at the Average Joe Sports Talk Show we're going to say in the NBA, just like we've been saying for 2 weeks now. The Heat are going to be unbeatable this year. They'll probably be unbeatable for many, as long as they want to keep that core group together. They're going to be unbeatable. They'll run through the NBA. So we're not surprised that they're still on their streak. Good for them. But it'll be interesting to see who gives them any kind of competition in these playoffs coming up. Someone is going to have to step up. Players are going to have to play out of their minds as a group. And Oklahoma City is the team to do it, but they have to step up. They have to go to that plateau and just go over it, play out of their minds to give these Heat some kind of challenge. Because the Spurs are too old. Everyone that's saying the Spurs, they're too old. It's not going to happen. Maybe in LA, it's not going to be the Lakers, but the Clippers might be able to give them some competition because they got some guys that could play out of their minds. It's just going to be interesting to see. We're going to be biting our nails, dipping nachos in the sauce, and watching these playoffs to see if anyone can give Heat any kind of run for their money. But here at the Average Joe Sports Talk Show, we're going to say very unlikely, at least not for a couple, 3 years or so. So, Heat, good job. Continuing the streak. Good luck. We're sure you're going to win out. But that's all we have for this show. We want to say thank you again to our sponsors. The Average Joe Sports Talk Show could not even be here if it weren't for them. So let's thank the Player Zone, who hooks us up with all this cool stuff here for the house. We gave you our cuts on the NFL, golf, and NBA. We even have a little NasCar before we completely wrap up. We heard about a little scuffle between a couple of the elite guys there in the NasCar. We're going to have to sit back and really see what's going on with that, if there's going to be any fines or penalties. But next show we'll give you a little more information on exactly who it was, what actually happened, because there was supposedly fists flying in the pit. So that'll be interesting to find out. But we don't want to just spread rumors. We want to get the facts for you all. We'll have that for you on Friday, as well as WrestleMania is coming up this weekend. We will have, that's right, the Wrestling Sports Fan, number 37, coming in, giving us the breakdown on WrestleMania. But thank you again, Player Zone, for hooking us up with the house. Thank you, Right On Time Air and Delivery Service. And we look forward to you all next time, right here at the Average Joe Sports Talk Show. But for right now, Jay Real's going to say peace and much love. See you next time. J-Real. J